Hello there. Okay. Sorry for the lateness. Holiday season and all that. So I went digging through my old bookmarks that I have for all the different creative resources. It's so funny because I have like lots of like references bookmarked and stuff, not just tools. And it's just whenever I'm working on a project, I just Google. I'm like cats, hands. Um, but anyway, this is a really nice figure drawing online app, I guess you could call it, which I'm gonna probably be using more of unless I can find an even better one. This one has more options. Actually, if you go to, I think they have the front page, you have options of figure drawing, animal drawing, hands and feet, and faces and expression. For the first hour-ish, I guess, because we're starting half an hour late, so it's a little bit janky on timing. I'm more or less AFK though. I'm supporting another student with an assignment at the moment. Oh, you go do that, Hendris. You be awesome. Help another student. That's the best way to be. But yeah, you have these different options, so it's very nice in that regard. And then you can click on what we're going to be doing, which is right now figure drawing. And then we have the choice of decent models because we're streaming on Twitch, so and then the model, the genders or sex, I suppose, if you want to be correct. And we're doing both. And then you can have the time interval, which was the last website would only allow for that of like a set time interval for everything. But we're gonna click on class mode here. So we can have warm-ups and then have longer pieces, which is what I'm used to traditionally having figure drawing. So, and we're gonna do this for I guess an hour, and then we'll do the last 30 minutes of the stream as hands. We'll do it that way. So we're going to have 10 poses that are 30 seconds, and then 5 as 1 minute, 2 is 5 minutes, and 1 pose is 10. We have a 5-minute break. I don't know how I feel about that one. And then 1 pose being 25 minutes long. So that's what we're going to be doing. I guess we should get to it. So I'm going to click that and start gesture drawing, except it did the display toggle again, so now I'm late. I'm going to miss this one. 30 seconds. It's not enough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. Whoa, this one's strange. The leg going down this way, something like that, and this one in the front. Oh, okay. Then we have the hips in this way. Oh my gosh, I am slow. Just trying to get the gesture. See, this is what I need. The speed, to get the speed down. One leg coming down. And this leg coming down. Okay. I do certainly like doing the whole figure drawing thing again, for sure. No matter how frustrating it is of being like, oh man, I'm slow. It is nice. Gosh, contortionists. Oh no. This would be a fun one to draw, but it's an absolute mess, that one, for figure drawing for me. This tool's nice. It's cut off for you, but at the top it's telling me like how many more are left at this speed before it slows down. So it's a very complete tool. Sure, boring poses I can kind of handle. But that's nice, though. That's nice to know. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, gosh. Sort of, more or less. Ninja on the ceiling. My goodness. It's hard when when they have clothing like this and all the clothes are like basically the same color. Talk about hard mode. This is crazy. Made that a little bit short. Oh man. Oh well. One more of this length before it gets to the slightly slower sketches. It's not so frantic. This bends more. Starlark, hello. Wanna do some figure drawing? Join the figure drawing class. Oof. Yeah, that's all wrong. Because this hand should be over here. Because the fingers are going where across the leg. Oh, I forgot this is the longer one now, so I can actually take my time with it. That's nice. After I like did this whole entire frantic scribble. Alright, so we have the knees going like that, and that angle here, so it kind of ends there. And then we have his body here, his shoulder. His hand looks like ridiculous. Wait, is this Zelda music? Yes, it is. Breath of the Wild. And we have the other part of his back here. Let's see. It's kind of at this slight angle. His arm is real janky though. His hand is real janky. But I didn't think I was gonna have enough time to really work on that. Yeah, I definitely don't. We have this trigger finger over here. His rifle. And the rifle pretty much obstructs all view of his arm. And since I don't know guns at all, it's just gonna look like that blob. Okay, his ears are here. And his nose. That's all I could do. Ah, axe guy. Alright, so we have his clavicle kind of doing that. And his waist doing that. Probably should bring it down a little bit lower. And his arm comes up. It definitely made the head too small. We have his elbow about here. Try to make guidelines, and then I just blow right through them. I swear. Alright. His arm curves. Curves around, back into the body. We're gonna just enlarge that head so it doesn't look real awkward. This leg coming out to the side slightly. Like a bend the knee. Making him too tall. Kind of my thing though. I definitely like elongate the legs, but a lot of people kind of do that. It's not good. The legs are stiff. It's like yeah. I don't know. Again, it's always that problem of making bigger sketches than I should. I should zoom out and keep it small so I don't lose the flow of the image, which you can when it's too big. You're supposed to keep it as dynamic as possible. At least that's what looks good. And to try to show the momentum of the fact that he's bringing this heavy object up. And with that sketch, it didn't hold the weight there. It didn't feel like he was holding the weight that he should have been holding. So let's try to keep this small. It's always best to do it that way. Get a nice wireframe going and then make it bigger and start adding in those details. Okay. Because I'd rather it have that dynamic flow that it's supposed to, over being perfectly accurate, because cartoon you tend to exaggerate for the effect to really bring that across. So that's like what I would want to have over perfect accuracy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much more comfortable I am with females. There I go, elongating the legs again. Goodness. One thing that's annoying though, I don't really have a ton of accuracy with these smaller sketches. That's why I really like this practice stuff to be done for me on like regular old paper, some trashy newsprint that I can just practice on, because then I can get these, I can detail these thumbnails much easier, whereas on the computer I tend to deal with bigger canvases because it just makes it not only easier, like if you wanted to print out something, but just easier for me with my older Wacom in terms of detailing and accuracy of movement. Get the nose here. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, see, like it's stuff like this, like it looks wonky. Let's leave it blank for the sketch. Got a bigger canvas. I could probably just zoom in and do those details for sure. So we've got that. I got the thumb there, kind of peeking out. Alright, that's just the thing that's gonna have to stay sketchy for the most part, too. This is the kind of thing that I wonder about if I could test out a newer Wacom, like, because they talk about how it has so much more sensitivity now. Would this be a thing where it would just rock at, and I'd be like, dang, it's like drawing on paper. Not that I'd probably stop using paper though for practice. Okay. This was a nice reprieve. This was a nice picture. I dig it. I'm gonna miss the ease of this. Because I'm assuming the next picture will not be one that will be as easy. I mean, it could be wrong. We're gonna be finding out in 16 seconds, 15 seconds. Gotta work on my legs though. Can't go so overboard on them. Short break. Get up and stretch, have a drink of water, or get yourself a snack. Try not to take more than a few 5-10 minutes so you don't lose your flow. A suggested break length is being shown in the counter time at the top right. It is. You can't really see it, but you can see the little guy's face there, but that's not it. When you're ready to continue, come back and press the go button. Nice! I'm glad that it doesn't like enforce it. It's just like, hey, go do your thing. And what I want to be doing is drinking some tea. And that's gonna be my tea break. Yeah. So I think this is Yule today. It's like the shortest day of the year, right? How are you spending your shortest day? Or how have you? Because it's almost over, right? It's gonna be getting dark. It's already starting to kind of here. The sun is in its setting motion. Okay. Let's go. Well, display toggle. There we go. Oh, there's that lady again. Look at that. Oh, this is the 30-minute one. All right. Whew. Let's do this. Actually, we'll start small, and then I'll enlarge it. I'm already missing, because when I would do this on paper, it would get to the point where you do the shading and stuff to help define the form. It's always so much fun to do with the smudge stick. Got our arm here. And her other arm. Yeah, her being all scrunched like this is definitely more the challenge. So that's the dress there. Kind of doing one of these things. got the skirt. The top hat's kind of about that height. Probably should lift it slightly. Oh no, she's got the hair stuff going on here. There's her arm. It's funny, one of my main instructors for figure drawing in college, he was a sculptor by trade before he started doing figure drawing and 3D stuff. And he always tried to like explain it to people in terms of like carving into it and the darks and the lights. Like he was so into that way of thinking of as a sculptor. I mean, like, it's a pretty good idea to think in that way, for sure, because, I mean, as a three-dimensional object, it's good to be mindful that that's what you're drawing at all times. There's things hidden that you don't necessarily see, but they're still impacting what you do see. You know? And the fact that things have weight, so even with the human body, it's gotta have that balance, you know? Otherwise the person would just fall right over. Okay, we have... let's see. We have this leg coming in. Yeah, see, I'm leaning it down too much because that's what it seems like I should be doing, but I guess not. And also the leg's super huge. That's what it feels like it should be. Looking at the picture. But anyway, it only extends a little bit further from than the hand does. Kind of underneath the elbow. So extend it a little bit more. There's a lot more negative space in the image compared to what I'm drawing. Like, her leg should be all the way. Probably here. Is that the skirt's throwing me off? I'm trying to judge where the end of the leg would end underneath the skirt and how much negative space that would be here. I think that's good. Guess we'll lean this down just a little bit more. Because this also feels like there's a lot more negative space. The leg that comes out here has lots of, like, it's a full-size leg, and then it has lots of space as well here. And this line needs to change to about there. This knee is hitting the table. I'm kind of going in between in my head to try to be like exacting and then also stylize on some of the lines if I can get away with it for like what looks good, because at the end of the day it's pretty much what it's about, what looks correct. See, now that's not right, because like I'm giving her the full foot, but this knee and the foot should be on the same surface. But she definitely has that amount of space to where her tush is. But then I feel like if I bring the knee all the way down to here, there may not be enough room. Well, there probably would be too much room then for the other leg. Hello there, Zen. I'm able to get on stream. Are you having internet troubles? I hope not. This leg calculation has slowed me down tremendously. I have 15 minutes left. I used up half of it just trying to like figure this out and be like, well, now it's too low. Gosh darn it. Because this is something I don't normally do too much of, so I'm trying to like get that balance of, alright, let's be correct, but let's also stylize where we can. Let's be correct. Oh my gosh. Looks like we're on the right path though. More or less. Kind of. Because the knee is here. And then the bottom of the leg here. This comes out more. So yeah, Zen, how you doing? How are you spending the shortest day of the year? Ugh, alright, this is a hump. But now I should be able to have some fun. Maybe. Maybe still have some fun. Playing Skyrim? Which version of Skyrim? The OG. So I wouldn't blame people for switching over to the new one by this time, because now what's it called? Script extender is on the 64-bit version. I'm still confused, like, no one said anything about there being mods on the Nintendo version, right? Because I'm pretty sure they would not allow that, Nintendo being what it is these days. But I haven't heard anything just straight up like, yes, no, maybe so. She's like super thin here. I downloaded a custom follower on the Xbox One. Or Xbone. I always read it Xbone. The downside is that she's not custom voiced. Now, I believe the downside is that she's not real. Yeah. That is a thing. Man, I remember the days, man, when I was working on more follower voices. It's mostly dude voices, though. I'm just glad now that Khajiits can finally have marriage voices. Like, that was the dream. And I'm glad I managed to make that happen, and now I'm glad that there's an official updated mod that allows that to be a thing. Though I don't know, I feel like some of the lines that I chose give the characters, the NPCs, more character than the one that's out now, RDO or whatever. And they don't have any other marriage voices. I can't really complain though, since I ditched mine and started working on Dark Souls, oh, Dark Brotherhood in earnest. Her name is Alicia, and thank God she has her own clothes. I hate having to clothe my followers that I download. Bethesda has officially confirmed that Skyrim's anticipated Switch port is indeed the remastered flavor, but we won't be getting mods at launch, and possibly never. Read more! Human Dragon. Ah, I've seen those before, the Human Dragon waifus. Also doing sort of a Void Walker character playthrough. Oh. I don't know what Walker would be in Skyrim, but it sounds cool. You should just, there's a mod that I saw recently, Afterlife mod, which is pretty cool because it's not really, I wouldn't say it's pointless. It doesn't really give you too much meat in your game, right? But it does allow the game to react to your choices, which I love. So if you kill guards, they populate Sovngarde. If you are a kind of character that soul traps a lot of people in soul gems and like powers enchantments, you start seeing them in the soul cairn. And I think that's pretty cool. Those kind of things. It makes the world seem more realistic. So when you say Void Walker, that's what I think about, the soul cairn. That you just like chill out over there. That's a bad combo. Think when she's pissed. I have 7 minutes left. This wasn't too bad. I got hung up on the legs, but once you like look at all parts of the equation, like the negative space is just as important as the actual physical space of the items. Not really items, the limbs. And I definitely still had liberties with these limbs and lines. Limbs and lines. I've been concentrating so much on the body, I haven't even like paid attention to the wings. But they're not really that important to me. Kind of lame anyway. If you want to do wings, just have like some fun. Right. Have some fun. I'm actually not super well acquainted with wing anatomy, so that's another thing I have to practice. Because I just don't know. Actually, her shoulder's over here, so it would be positioned with more space. Probably with more of a curve, so it'd be like that. Actually, it might even be over a little bit more. I'm being kind of conservative here. But yeah. Anyway. Back to the actual drawing. Dang it, Photoshop! You're messing me up. It's crazy. It's crazy trying to do small details. With this setup. There we go. That's probably as good as we're gonna get. And I definitely turned the face more towards the viewer, but I don't regret it. Oh! Imagine Molag Bal servant, but with a dash of dark brotherhood feel. I like that. It's dark. If you stay out of his way, he has no quarter with you. Does that mean that you did... You doing like the vampire Molag Bal quest stuff? Getting the, going to Markarth, the abandoned house, that Molag Bal quest as well? When are you gonna do some mods for Xbox One? You could be my tester. You probably, like, I would be releasing them as a beta thing, being like, well, I don't have one, so you're gonna have to test for me. Although now I have Xbox 360. Does the Skyrim version work with that? Because then I would have at least one testing machine. I wouldn't be able to test on PlayStation either, but maybe with Xbox 360. Yeah, I mean, what I'm doing right now is focusing on the Dark Brotherhood mod because it's intensive. Once I get that done and built fully, because I'm building it on the older creation engine, then I'm going to convert it over to the newer Skyrim engine, and do any edits that I have to do. Which, you know, I know there's like some mesh things that I might have to do. And then it's easy to convert that to Xbox and PlayStation and upload it on cancer.net. I hate Bethesda's launcher. It's just personal preference. But I'll do it. I will. I have every intention to release the Dark Brotherhood mod on all consoles and PC and whatnot. Man, if this was a pencil drawing, there'd be a lot of shading. There would. I'm gonna do... Class is finished! That means it's hands time. Well, this was productive. I like it. I really like the class feel, rather than a hectic 1-minute thing for an hour. The more can get to play your great mods. Here's hoping. I mean, the first release of the Dark Brotherhood mod is really gonna be aesthetics. There's not gonna be... I mean, there's gonna be some functionality because the Sanctuary is gonna have more to it, utility and whatnot. But I do have plans, if I can learn a bit more with scripting and stuff, to do some simple things like make the upgrades for the Sanctuary more fine-tuned, like being able to add more to it. The more Radiant quests you do for the Night Mother, stuff like that. Be able to add some custom voice to the new followers, just like the original ones, where you could talk to them and ask them their likes and dislikes and stuff. Basic stuff like that. So there's definitely more things I want to add on top of what I'm already committed to working on. I just have to be like, let's take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Okay. Now that that's done, we should go to hands. Oh, wait, I don't want to actually save this. My bad. Okay. So get rid of that. New layer. And we're gonna go into hands. Those are feet. I'm yawning. I just hope you fave little vampire is there. My favorite Babette is there. She survived everything, so she's gonna be in the new sanctuary. The one person that's gonna cause me the most trouble is Cicero, because he can either be dead or alive. He is a Schrodinger's cat, so I have to have a special script for his items to either show up or not. It's either gonna be a guest room or it's gonna be Cicero's room. And let's see. There's the new ones are fairly simple. It's mostly I'm gonna be taking a lot from what I had originally done with my first Dark Brotherhood mod, which was incidentally my first mod ever. So we're gonna have another vampire, an Argonian female vampire, who's very artistic. She's gonna have murals all over the sanctuary. Spoilers. Aww. And then a Bosmer, female Bosmer. At least I'm pretty sure she's still a Bosmer. She was going through some changes. And then a male Nord, a very flirty, doesn't give a shit male Nord. The female Bosmer and the male Nord are based on the Dark Brotherhood apprentices that you get at the end of the quest line. The female vampire is going to be new. And then there's a Khajiit couple, which will be new. And then 2 others. They'll be the Sanctuary Keepers. They're just going to be, they're going to have packages, AA packages, just like clean the sanctuary and do chores around the place and tend to the bar. Yeah. Be happy, Zarlark. Dance. And my voice stuff will be baked into this mod, the More Follower Voices thing. The whole reason why I made that mod was so that you could have our female Argonian and female Khajiit followers. That stuff will be baked into these characters, so you can have them. Anyway, I'm getting super distracted. So we're doing hands, both genders, sexes, and let's see, we're gonna go with class mode. But the class is going to be, well, actually a little bit less than 30 minutes now. But we're going to do that. So 10 poses are 30 seconds long. It's going to kill me. It's going to kill me. Yeah, all of this is just going to kill me. It's fine. Get drawing! Not good. Not good. You go back into the Bogart book. It was really nice because he broke down the bones in the... Oh, come on now. This is ridiculous. 37. He broke down the internal bones of the hand, the cuneiform bones, and how they look. And that's really helpful to my brain. God, so bad. What a mess. What a mess. I mean, you can tell it's a hand, so I guess that's really the main thing about figure drawing stuff. You're just supposed to capture the thing roughly, but it just kills me sometimes. Okay, we have fingers. Focus. Focus. Can't focus that well. Focus. I also really like this class mode because there's opportunities for me to just chill and like read the chat, which is way better. Way better. So. Ah! Okay, basic shapes. Why don't we try that? More or less. Okay, so we have this fanning shape. We have fingers going out like that. Whew. Oh my god. I am not, like, my brain isn't just going, okay, let's break down this shape. It's kind of just a hot mess. The chopstick hand, it was working. But yeah, I had gotten the curve of the lines all messed up on that one. It's gonna go down more. Don't have time for that kind of mistake. That was bad. Dirty joke about quick hands. So I'm kind of okay, like, if people can do clever jokes, you know, I can respect that. But it's gotta be clever. If you're gonna go on the line like that, it's gotta be clever. That one wasn't too bad. Like, normal standard poses definitely come easier to me, which is great. This one is not such a one. Now, if only I had hotkeys. I should set that up. That's gonna probably be the next thing I need to focus on if I can remember. To control the window here, so I can pause it on occasion just by pressing a button on the keyboard. So that way I can really look at chat at any time. I'm learning. Guys, it's getting slowly better every time. Got like a real figure drawing class going. I'm gonna be able to do little pauses. This is like a bunch of junk right here. My God. Yes. Yes. This is simple. My brain is so happy. So happy. Yes. Gotta go see you next time. Thanks for Livestream. You're welcome. You're very welcome, and thank you for coming. Yeah, these are about the same height, which is weird. But whatevers. Oh my God. My hand looks like an alien hand. One more of this length, and then we're gonna go down to 5 minutes for the last 10 minutes or so of the stream. She'll be beautiful. And kind of chill out a little bit. I like chilling. If that wasn't evident. This is awkward. Do the foreground one. I definitely can't do 2 hands at once yet in the time span of. I mean, like, I could draw that, but I don't think it would have, like, diminishing returns on the fact of, like, how I'm trying to practice a hand and the dimensions therein rather than 2 objects in space, you know? So that's why I've been trying to keep it like, okay, pick a hand, any hand. So that finger doesn't curve nearly as much as I was trying to get it to. My thumb is definitely bending a little bit too much. There we go. Kind of hard to see the bottom part of this hand. A little bit of an obstruction there. We're probably as good as it's gonna get, which is great because I've got 30 seconds to pour and drink some tea. So yeah, should probably be more angled out. And this thumb should be more like this side. Had it too straight. Alright, let's do the background hand. This pose is a little atypical. So I'm just gonna try to break down the shapes that I see, like the thumb. It's kind of curved down. Arm comes out. And let's see, what other shapes do we've got here? Got probably about that much negative space. Let's draw in this line, because that can only be helpful. Okay. I have that angled wrong because it's gonna come here and rest against the palm. Yeah, okay, something like that. Just kind of a palm curve there. It's hard because you've got lots of shade and shadow going on, so it's another problem. You have the atypical position and then not very clear lighting, so you just have to break it down, work it out. So this thumb goes all the way up to this crease in the skin. I feel like I've gotten some of the spacing wrong already. This finger doesn't have too much definition to it, so I'm just gonna draw it in. Ah! Didn't even realize I didn't have enough time. Look at that. Well, I imagine the other finger was here. Probably not. Alright. It is 5 o'clock. We got lots of scribbles. Lots of scribbles done. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Spread the word if you like the stream because it helps the channel grow. Feel free to draw along with me with your own figure drawing session. Either just drawing the pictures that I am or going to this site, this line of, what's the name? I'll stop this. Yes, I want exit. Line of action. Because I'm digging it so far. It's a very lovely program. You can check out the Discord if you have not, and check out the events, plural, events tab on this Twitch channel to know what we'll be streaming next. Tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow will be painting. And then I don't think there's going to be a chill fest. Saturday is off. Sunday will be a Christmas Eve special for Animal Crossing. I might only have an hour, though, compared to the normal 2-hour stream. But I'm trying to make that happen. And Monday is Christmas, so I'll be off. So I think that's everything. I think I've covered it. So if there's something that you liked or disliked about the stream, you can click the stream feedback links in the Twitch info panels or on the Discord and let me know. As always, from my heart to yours, good luck.